Here, for folks like us, wrong city, wrong people.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Aesop Grim here, and this is the continuation, or actually the wrap-up, of my dive into Early Access Subnautica 2. I did mention this in the last video, but because I'm a small channel and you never know what new person is jumping in, I'm going to give a short explanation. Basically, I do not support anything trans when it comes to entertainment, video games, and especially anything that kind of might end up impacting or influencing or touching children's lives in any way, shape, or form. Maybe that's overstating it. I don't know. The general idea is that I bought this game. I am enjoying this game, but I'm not going to feature it on my channel. Let's take a look at why. A lot of you are going to think that this is petty. I think it's a line in the sand. I think it's a slippery slope issue. I want to be upfront and clear that I do not think that Unknown Worlds is being diabolical here. I think that they are pursuing their own convictions and trying to have a positive impact on the world. But nevertheless, I think they have chosen the wrong path. So I do not want to demonize them, as I don't believe that that's the case. I simply think they're wrong. Was it Databank? Yeah, I think it was here. Okay, so if we scroll down, well, if I can find it, World Predators, closed investigations, mission, files, personal messages, evidence. Here, we're getting close. Colonists. Okay. Now here's where it's at, and this is probably where it's going to stay. I am going to recheck this game when it officially launches and see if they stuck with this, but given how their primary website reads and what their convictions are, I fully expect them to stick with it. It is small, I'm honest. Like, this is the only hint at it that I've seen so far, but there are 4 genders. And I think what they're doing is they're separating gender from biology. So we have a gender of W, a gender of M, and here I think that they're running into an issue because W is probably for woman, is what I'm guessing. This is a person that could be biologically male but identifies as a woman, right? That's your transgender stuff. Here, the issue is that the word male and the word man both begin with M, so they run into kind of an issue with the language. And this is where, like, the term cis comes into play, right? This is just all dumb stuff, but clever people have really gone down a long path of thinking on these issues, and they've come up with a whole code of language that they use. But here's a female. This is probably a biologically female, and she identifies as female. Same thing here. Same thing here. And then you've got your question mark. These are your teenagers. So if I'm trying to guess at what Unknown Worlds is doing here, they are saying that this person's consciousness is still fluid and has not settled into its gender identity yet. Again, I think this is all BS and garbage. I think it's pseudoscience. I think it's a trend in psychology that well, quite frankly, it should have disappeared already. It is beginning to implode worldwide quite a lot, but the problem is, as is so often the case when it comes to things that are not true but tend to stick around, is that there's money involved now. There's an entire cottage industry stood up in the psychology department, as well as the medical surgical department, and people make a lot of money off of this. This is their well-being. This is how they put food on the table, how do they sustain themselves, how they get rich off of this stuff. So it kind of depends on how long that lasts and sticks around, because those people that have a lot to lose will be very, very protective of it and make the fight far more longer. I don't even know if I want to qualify it as a fight. It's just more of a cognitive dissonance thing between the truth claim that you're holding and reality. Reality never stops moving. Reality presses forward all the time, so it's like full court pressure. Anyway, these are the reasons why I'm out, because I don't know where else they might take this. I kind of doubt they'll take it anywhere, but I don't know what kind of avenues this opens up, and I would rather just run with my own convictions and say, no, I don't think so. Now, I will be playing the game offline. I've bought it. What else am I going to do, right? It's a fun game. I'm saying, like, everything about this game I like. I enjoy this game. But this is a line in the sand for me, and I won't tolerate it. So if you think that that's petty and dumb, go ahead and let me know in the comments. I really don't care. And I am very happy to see the nightmarish things that you're backing beginning to implode internationally. The UK really dove hard into this, and even they are starting to disentangle themselves from it, because they say the evidence is absolutely undeniable that it hurts far more people than it helps. Here in America, we've got so many different instances of transgender behavior, let's call it that, and the vast majority of it being outlandish and mentally unstable. I do not think that these people are getting the help that they need, and if you're in the comments writing about it, you're probably one of them, is what I would guess. And I think you're being used and abused and getting played, and I think that they're farming you for cash, whether that's through continued therapy or through various operations. That's what I think. That's what I think's going on, and I'm very sorry for you, and I don't wish anything ill against you. I would say stay away from kids, but I'm not one of those that believes every transgender person out there is trying to mess with kids. I don't think that, but I think you're in a really bad spot. I really do, and I think you're being exploited, and it's almost like exploiting a mentally disabled person, and I don't mean that in any kind of slight. I don't mean to call you retarded or anything like that, you know, not using that term pejoratively, using it descriptively. I mean that the exploitation is kind of similar. You are in a compromised position. You need real help. You're in a terrible spot. That's something that all kinds of human beings step into. But instead of being offered the help that you need, that starts to look at your past and your past relationships, the things that are found within traditional psychology that has been around for centuries and been thoroughly vetted. You're being taken through an experimental, trendy, pseudoscientific approach that has to do that wants to blame it on gender dysphoria, and chances are extremely likely that you don't have any of those things, but you're being gaslit into it, and it's taking an already unstable mind and making it worse. And so that's what I mean. I think it's very exploitative towards you and towards others, and I will not support it. So there we go. That's enough on that. That's about the same as I did last time. We're at a close to 10-minute mark, and that's about what it took me last time as well. But this is going to be the last episode until possibly the official release, at which point in time I will check the game again and see if they stuck with it. But again, I mean, I just think it's like a 99% chance that they'll stick with it. I do remember that they got rid of the big mean shark in here. from what I had read. Let me see if I can get this equipped. There we go. I need to think about getting out of here, man. I could drown. Spending too much time. Time to go. There we go.
30 seconds.
Okay, so I remember that I wanted to scan stuff so that I could expand my bio, I guess, augmentations. I'm sure I've scanned this before. Yeah. So that's something that's probably a lot more conducive to a fresh start. Because I think I've scanned most things in the shallows already. Uh-oh. Have I ever scanned you? I guess so. I did notice that my tadpole was messed up and needs to be repaired again.
Welcome aboard.
I keep wanting to hit I for inventory. Let's see, where did I store all that stuff at? I need to get that situated also. Now that I've got these all set up, so let's set this for water overflow. Got all the water out of there, right? Yes. I should have a repair tool in here. Here it is. More water. Okay. Maybe I can put organics. I don't know if that would count as organics. Not really. Quartz. Where did I have quartz at? Water, food. Oh man, I don't remember. I think my mouse is too sensitive and I get a lot of shake as a result. Copper, titanium, silver, lead, water, food. I guess I must have brought quartz back here. Fabricated would be for glass. Yeah. There we go. Okay, open this back up. Why is it at 1%? That certainly didn't happen while I was in it. I wonder if it's, getting punched by something down here that I don't know about. Do I have anything in that storage container?
Welcome aboard.
No. Okay. Huh. Let me see if I can fix my, mouse sensitivity. Sound controls. You have settings, changes that have not been applied. I do. Guess I'll accept those. Let's go 35. Well, that seems a little smoother. No, actually that doesn't seem like it did anything. I don't know if that did anything. Settings. What if I slammed it all the way to 0? Oh, okay, so it does affect. It does affect it. Okay. That's good to know. So I was worried that it might be a controller. Let's try 15. That feels pretty good to me. 15. That's pretty low, man. But it does take the shake out of it that I'm sure is probably my hand. I don't have a shaky hand as far as I can visually see, but that doesn't mean that it's not shaking. It might be something I see more as I get older. I don't know. I hope not. Okay. Well, let's get in the tadpole and start cruising around. Maybe we can go find some stuff off in this direction to scan.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Like these things down here, I want to try to scan this blue stuff. Cabbage shoot root. Oh. That's maybe not great. I wouldn't want to get sucked down into that. I wonder if that's the thing that he gets sucked down into from the game trailer. Oh, that's right. Let's go check out the tadpole pens. You know what? I need to get more food and water before we do that. I said that's right because it had occurred to me earlier today that that's probably what I would want to do for this last episode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put one of those back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Feel like we're good to go. We probably should take batteries. There are 2 extra batteries.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. Old habitat. Tadpole pins. As always, I reserve the right to change my mind at any point in time. Maybe I decide to record this game regardless. It could be that I see some changes happening where I think that the whole transgender thing, at least when it comes to like kids, you know, if you're an adult, I have mixed feelings on that, because if you're an adult that's
Heat warning.
we can't get in there. That's burning us up, man. If you're an adult that's mentally compromised, that's traumatized, that's mentally unstable, well, I mean,
Heat warning.
I don't think you're in a great position to be making those decisions for yourself. I think you're getting exploited, right? So I feel like society needs to stand up for you. Look at this huge piece of gear. But I'm not quite sure what to do about that. That's where I would have to talk to a philosopher. There's some kind of a line between somebody's right to choose to throw themselves off of a cliff and society's protecting of someone who's compromised. It's almost like suicide, you know? When somebody is considering suicide, they're usually not in the greatest frame of mind. They're not very qualified to be calling their own shot at that point in time, typically speaking. And so you really want to fight for them and get them the help that they need. But then sometimes you do have some occasions where people are just, they've made a choice. They don't like their life. They don't like life in general, not just their life. They don't like the planet that we live on. They don't like the way that society is structured and they're just done. They're ready to hit the eject button. Well, gosh, man. I mean, so you know what? That's where you start getting into things where you really need. We're gonna explore this and see if this thing falls apart around us. That's where I need to talk to a philosopher.
Heat danger.
Ooh, oh, okay. We will cook. So, we will cook inside our own tadpole here. There's something out here, man. You can hear it roaring.
Heat warning. Heat danger.
85. I can't seem to get to cooler temperatures. There we go. Man. Okay, well, that's untouchable for me right now. There's probably some sort of heat adaptation that we can get. Because the tadpole itself can probably handle it, but not us. Not our body. Oh, look at this. Another heat area, but look at that jellyfish thing.
Heat warning.
Really? There we go. So it does get, it gets really tricky because you're starting to get to the area of where do you draw lines at between personal choice and somebody who's not in a good position to be making solid choices for themselves. And that's out of my depth. You know, I'm not trained in those areas. But certainly when it comes to games that are played widely by kids and trying to normalize this idea that your gender identity and your biological sex are two separate categories, man, screw you. Screw you. Trying to teach 6-year-olds this, 10-year-olds, that's utterly disgusting. That's disgusting. Even if you approach it from a perspective of like where I think that Unknown Worlds is at, where it's like, well, why not, you know, open children up to this so that they grow up understanding that there's a wide range, because none of this is proven. It's not proven. You're working from a perspective of it's absolutely fact. It's not. It's a theory. And you don't take theories and shove them down children's throats at such young and impressionable ages where they're sponges soaking up whatever an adult tells them to. Are you crazy? Now, the people that are pushing for that, I think they know what they're doing. But the people that are supporting it oftentimes just aren't thinking very much. And they're accepting the presuppositional theories as though they are absolute fact. Look at this. I haven't been out here before. This is a different area for me. Is there anything I can scan? I bet I can scan this jellyfish. No, I can't. Nope.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Got a loud bass signature. Is this crab scannable?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Water temperature rising. Hydrothermal vents are a dependable source of minerals and power.
Okay. So it is telling us we're getting into a hot zone. This is probably the direction I was meant to come in.
Seek fresh water intake.
Rising quickly.
Heat warning.
Yeah, I can't get into there. into the deep here. Hello? Oh. Getting pretty close to the depth limitation, I think. I can't remember if it's 200 or 250. Oh, that's why it was all beat up. I went too deep in the last episode. Oh, things are getting hot again. I'm right about this. Has got to be close to crush depth. Bad. Oh. Oh my gosh, it's a collector Leviathan. Oh no, I've never seen that guy before. I did a pretty good job of avoiding spoilers. Oh my gosh. Heat warning. Oh, you have been reprinted.
Welcome aboard.
Oh my gosh.
Warning. Power offline.
Why is my power offline? Oxygen production is offline. I should have more than enough power. Oh, I lost some tools and stuff. Oh, no, I didn't. I just lost 3 water. So you only lose a portion of your inventory, I guess. I don't understand why I am missing power. What's my actual... We'll have to go in there and see what the base measurements say, but this should be providing a lot. Looks like I'm demanding 43 and only making 36. So, I need copper. I need 1 more copper to make another one. Probably that's all I need.
Welcome aboard.
Oh, there's my destroyed tadpole. I can recover it. Okay. Where's my oxygen? 63 seconds left. Silver, lead, titanium, copper. Here's the 2. And, I'm sure I don't have any more. I've got to go looking for some. Yeah. Unless it's in here. No. The Collector Leviathan. Well, at least I got to see that before ending this series. Like, get it on a recorded video. What's in here? A med kit. Okay. So, I am in search of copper. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. How did I mess this up? I need titanium and silver as well. Oh, I'm not close enough to the base. That's what's happening. There we go. Okay, let's
Power connected. All systems online.
there we go.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Okay. It doesn't seem like the smartest idea, but I wonder if I can get my tadpole. Do I have batteries? I do not, so I lost the batteries. Okay.
Welcome aboard.
Can we make a battery? Well, we can, but I need 2 copper. Okay, well, I don't think I have time for that, so we'll just go with the 1. Turn the lights off. Okay, obvious heat zone there. Yep. I got a skirt around the edge.
Heat level beyond tolerable threshold. Recommend adaptation.
Yeah, okay, so just flat out told me there's an adaptation for it. And I know that my tadpole is really close to that heat zone too, so there's like triple threats to getting this tadpole. There's a collector leviathan, there's a heat zone down there, and there's of course the fact that we're several hundred meters from oxygen. I do not expect to survive this, but it'll be a good way to wrap the series up. Better swap out batteries. Okay, let's get oxygen. And let's go ahead and put this here. And we'll put this here. Oh man, it's hot. I don't think I can get down there, guys.
Heat level beyond tolerable threshold. Recommend adaptation. Heat warning. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Yes, we're definitely in his stomping grounds. Gosh, I'm deeper than I thought. We're very close to that tree, I notice. Alright, let's stay up here around the surface and see if I can get right over target.
Heat level beyond tolerable threshold.
Darn it.
Recommend adaptation.
Oh, there he is. There he is. You don't suppose I can scan him? Try to stay in his blind spot. Oh, that was a quick turnaround.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Oh,
Lost to physical trauma. Reprinting.
okay. All right. Well, he does not play nice. Or I will have to relinquish the fact I'm gonna have to make another tadpole. That one's irretrievable. Alright guys, well we're at about 45 minutes, just shy of it, so this is a good point to go ahead and call it quits on this series. Again, I'm Aesop Grimm. Thank you for coming by the channel. I hope you like what you saw. More importantly, I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. I do mean that, unless you are a malicious, evil person. But most people out there, I think you just, if you're doing things that I think are malicious and evil, I think you've just been hoodwinked into it. I don't think you mean it. I don't think you have an overt, intentional desire to be cruel and mean and create negative effects in the world. So that's why I have that sign off the way that it is. Alright guys, I will see you I guess in Bannerlord as that series continues. I'm having a lot of fun in that game, and I think what I'm going to bring in for our second series, at least for a little bit, is Darktide, where I recently bought the Skitarii DLC. I've got a level 30 guy. I've got 3 classes that I'm really enjoying playing. And that would be the Ogryn, which is like my first class. That was what I got into the game playing, and the Psyker and the Skitarii. So we'll bring that in. I don't know how long we'll play it, but we'll dabble around with it. It is fun, and that's where. That'll take the place of this series. It'll be our Tuesday, Thursday release. Alright, guys. Take care. I wish you all the best. And I'll see you in those other series if you care to join. Later on.
This place. Ain't no such thing as civilized. It's man, so in love with greed, he has forgotten himself.